Now, of course, you guys know that for 2015, there's a new F-150 that's all aluminum, but there's no Raptor, at least no Raptor yet. So in the meantime, how about this? The Degen 38 made by ADD. It takes place of what hopefully will be the Ford Raptor if and when it comes out. And this hard off-road badass truck is coming up next on the Fast Lane Truck.
So number one, we're 100% made in the USA. Everything we do is fabricated right there in-house, Mesa, Arizona. So when we say made in America, true story, made in America.
So is this a Raptor? Did it start as a Raptor?
This is not a Raptor. It's an aluminum 15 aluminum body F-150.
That's right. There's no Raptor this year. So
Correct.
You guys have filled that void.
We filled the void. There's a couple of things. There's another manufacturer that is building a truck for Chevrolet that is an aftermarket truck. So we've, number one, brought a competitor to the market with that. We filled the void. Ford.
The Reaper.
The Reaper. So now we've now brought a strong competitor to the Reaper, number one. Number two, there is no Raptor in 15, 16, 17. Ford won't give a definite answer on that. So because of that, here's your fill.
All right, what's it called?
What's it called?
Yeah.
It's the Baja TXR.
Okay.
And then down the white one is the Baja TX.
Okay.
The big difference in those two kits is going to be the rear suspension on the truck.
All right. Talk
So
about the suspension. What you got?
suspension on this is the TXR, so the top of the line model. On this we've got bed cage in the back. You've got dual 37-inch spare tires. You've got a locking toolbox, and you've got your floor jack. You've also got a bed cage, 17 inches of real travel out of the back of this truck.
That's crazy. Look at that.
It's a factory usable truck. You've got a chase rack actuator up on top. It's a power actuator. It's gonna bring those lights up and down. I'll hit the switch for you in just a minute.
Okay.
So in this kit, what you're gonna get is you're gonna get a wide body. So when we buy this kit, you're gonna take a 15 F-150. It's gonna fit a regular cab short box all the way up to the most stripped down basic work truck, all the way up to the top of the line Platinum or Lariat, you know, 4-door, fully loaded. It'll fit any 15. What you're gonna get is you're gonna get full fiberglass front and rear wide body kit. Choice of ADD front bumpers. Choice of ADD chase rack. You're gonna get, like we said, Fox 3.0 shocks all the way around. Diva rear springs. So on a factory Raptor, you've got 2.5 liter Fox shocks. You've got factory Ford leaf springs on the back. Complete upgrade. This is a true Baja tested truck. Coming around to the front here. How you doing, gentlemen?
Good, thank you.
Again, you're gonna get a choice of ADD step. This is the Venom here. We've got the rock slider on the other truck. I'll show you in just a minute. Coming around the front again, choice of ADD front bumper. You've got the wide body kit on the front too. It's a full wide body kit all the way through. If I can bring it down on the ground, man, I hate to bring it down here, but you're gonna get a full stage 3 front suspension, lower control arm, tie rod, upper control arm, spindle, all from ADD, all built in-house. There's an option here for an Alcon brake system on it, not included with the kit, but you can add that as well. 6 piston in the front, 4 in the rear. I'll bring you back up off the ground.
Okay.
Walking back around the truck. So in essence, what you've got is at a Ford Raptor, a $60,000 price point on that Raptor. That's before you start spending any money. That's a Ford Raptor right out of the box, if you can find one at this point. Now, front suspension, rear suspension, all the upgrades. Once you get all said and done, you're probably at a price point of somewhere around that $100,000 mark. With this kit here, you take any aluminum body F-150, and you've now duplicated that stage 3 race truck with this kit. We'll walk down to the What's that?
How much?
You get a starting price point on this here, about $33,500 retail, somewhere in the $27,000 range on the TX, and again, that's going to be the rear suspension.
So if you buy a $50,000 truck,
And put our
$83,000.
correct.
Okay.
But now to duplicate that truck in a Raptor, you're talking about somewhere between $115,000 and $130,000 to do the same thing.
Now, the engine in this one is a 3.5, right?
This is the 3.5, and this has got a massive turbo on it, aftermarket. I'm not really sure who did it, truthfully.
All right.
But it's a beast. I'm told they're pushing somewhere around 500 horsepower. As it stands right now, it's going to be in the range of 6 when it's all said and done. Okay. So this is an absolute monster. Let's walk down. Yeah. Correct. It's the Baja TX. This is our shop truck. Obviously a 4-door as opposed to an extended cab. Difference here is going to be the rear suspension like we talked about. Same thing, your choice of, as far as exterior, full wide body front and rear fiberglass kit. Choice of chase rack, choice of steps on the truck. Going around to the back of the truck here. The same, you're going to get a Diva rear spring in this. It's a progressive rear spring. Going to get the same 3.0 liter shock, and also both kits with a bump stop kit. What that bump stop kit's gonna do is when this is off-road really flexing, this is gonna prevent the frame from bending and twisting on you. It's gonna keep your truck intact. Again, choice of rear bumper, the big kick here, between the TXR with the full bed cage in the back. This is gonna be an underbed mount. Up here, what you're gonna get is the same locking toolbox. You're gonna get the same spare tires, the same jack, but now you've got option for drawers and storage.
Nice.
And you've got several different variations, 8 combinations total of jerry cans up in the top. You can go with all square jerry can, you can go with round can, you can go with an O2 container. We built, like I said, about 8 different variations of that, depending on how you want to set it up and run with it.
You think it helps the aluminum truck is lighter? Does that help?
Absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely. You're shaving a massive amount of weight off that truck right out of the gate. What is it?
700.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Again, no more straight answers. I'm glad I got one.
Yeah.
Cool. Coming back around, set up with general grabbers on this truck with the XD. They built these wheels one-off for us, man. I really think the graphite came alive on the red raised letter.
That's beautiful. All those tires too.
They're a blast, man, and they run good in a 35. They run great on the street. They're a very wearable tire too.
How do you get the red lettering on the General? Do they
Don't
come like that?
Magic. That's what they do. That's magic. That's what they do. General's awesome. I love General tires. So again, actuator, let me hit. If you want to stay here or there, I'm going to drop that light down for you.
Oh, that is cool.
So you're going to keep it away from you when you're on road. You want to protect that light. I mean, you're talking about a big investment up there. You're going to keep that down when you're not using it.
Bring it back up.
Absolutely. Off-road, on-road capability, it's great. I mean, this is...
I wish that was a machine gun.
would not be a bad thing. Being with ADD, I'm super biased about this. I'm really excited about this truck. I think it's awesome. There's nothing like it on the market right now. I mean, there's a lot of great stuff. We're at SEMA, the biggest car show in the world. Everybody's got their best foot forward. I firmly believe this is our best foot. This thing is far exceeds any renderings, far exceeds anything we had. Watching these pull in as 2 stock trucks back in August and seeing them roll like this, I could have never in my wildest dreams imagined how good these were going to turn out. And when you look at the suspension, the upgrades in this truck, like I say, factory leaf springs in the back as opposed to a progressive Deaver, 2.5 liter Fox shocks all around in your factory Raptor. Now you've got 3.0 Fox shocks in the back of this truck. The bump stop kit, it's protection for your truck, protection for your frame.
Have you taken them off-road? Have you driven them off-road?
Not these 2, we haven't, not yet. Now you know damn well we're going to as soon as we get out of here. Absolutely. But keep in mind, rest assured, our shop truck, we have a Shelby Raptor at the shop that's all done up, and we've beaten that truck senseless. I mean, this is time-tested, proven product. It's not something that we trailer to shows. We drive this thing. Just did 1,600 miles in the trail emissions down through the Baja of Mexico. 16 straight days of driving this truck, beating this truck to pieces.
How much does it tow? I have no clue. How loud is the radio? Well, if you have to ask, you're too old. And how does it drive when you get it out on the desert? Well, hopefully we'll find out, because I'm going to pay a visit. Please don't walk through my shot. Thank you. I'm going to pay a visit. It's SEMA, folks. I'm going to pay a visit to the guys who built this truck in Arizona in a few episodes, so be sure to stay tuned for that. As always, this is Roman reporting for the Fast Lane Truck. Check out tfltruck.com for more news, views, and of course, would-be Raptors. Ciao.